Hello, good people. How's everyone doing? Trust that everyone is doing well, having themselves a good weekend and all. If you will, please hit that like and subscribe, the notification bell, and I would greatly appreciate you supporting my channel. With that being said, let's get to it. The thought that had my mind today that I wanted to speak on: life-changing money. Life-changing money. Want to say one is real, it's a real thing. Want to say it's possible. Um, Personally, I believe that all things are possible to them that believe. So much material that I've been hearing throughout this past week. I'm always following different folks trying to expand my knowledge, my financial knowledge, my knowledge in life, period. And so many folks I've been talking about, it starts with a mindset. And I've learned that some time ago in my little 5 decades of living that you have to buy into a belief system, and the belief system is the way you think, it's the way you operate, it's your own personal SOP. In your job, you have SOP, your standard of operation. You have a manual, a guideline you have to follow. So in life, we have to establish our own SOP, our mode of how we go about operating life. Life in general for your own self. But yes, so life-changing money, it is real, it is possible, and one of your key things is just to believe that it's possible for you. Okay, where is this all possible? Well, one source is it's possible to build life-changing money in the stock market. It's possible to accumulate or create life-changing money in the crypto market. All right, it's available to whosoever will get after it and get in it and begin to accumulate, begin to put in chunks of money. I'm sorry, pieces of money at a time. As a couple of my friends like to say, just nibble a little bit at a time. Um, so yes, that's what you want to do to build your life changing money. I want to say the stock market. The stock market has been around ever since May 17th, 1792. In other words, it's been around a long time. Been around a long time and helping people build life-changing money for themselves, build life-changing money for their families and whoever's tied to them. Right? Um, excuse me. I don't know what's going on with my voice this evening. Guess I've been having a good life this weekend, huh? Want to say a few more things about the stock market, but I don't know. Got so many thoughts running around in my head at the moment. I was thinking a few moments ago before I even got started. For example, of life-changing money. Let's say you bought a Bitcoin this year when Bitcoin was down to $16,900. And then a few months later, Bitcoin was up to 41.9. That's a 25K difference. Them that know that they say, if you know, then you know. Well, if you know about Bitcoin halving and you know that that's to be going on in a few months from now, and then over the next 12 months after Bitcoin halving that it always hit new highs, then you wouldn't be departing with yours with the 25K when you know there's much more much more to be made if you just hold on to it for say another year and a half. But that's just one example. You say, well, if it's 16.9, I can't afford too many of them. Okay, you have Amazon. Amazon was as low as $89, I believe, this year. And let's say Amazon went up to 149. It's gone above that, but let's just say it went from 89 to 149. Well, that's a $60 gain. So if you had 10 shares, you're looking at a $600 gain. If you had 60 shares, then you're looking at a $3,600 gain. Well, again, that's just one example. Let's say you wanted to, something such as, I was looking at it a few moments ago, Shopify, the stock Shopify. Shopify this year has been as low as 32.35. Let me see if I could. Ooh, that glare is terrible, but it's been as low as 32. It's been as high as 77 and some change. Matter of fact, it's around 77 now. Anyway, that's crazy profits. Crazy profits. And again, 35 is not a hard amount of money to have to be able to look at the big picture. You have to be able to look at the big picture. I can't go on and on and on. I want to make this thing short and sweet, but we just want to talk about life-changing money. It's available to whosoever will want to get it, want to get after it. I wish everyone to prosper, and be able to take care of themselves, be able to take care of them families, be able to when when the vehicle, when something happens to your car, or something happens to the house, or something happens to the appliance in the house, it's good to have a source that you can go to pull some funds out and meet the need of yourself or meet the need of your loved ones. So anyway, I was thinking as I got ready to start this content this evening, excuse me, I was listening to a guy about a year and a half ago. I was doing some work in the office. I was in the office by myself, so I had a video playing. It was a guy on TikTok. Won't even call his name. Excuse me. He started talking about ICP. That is a crypto. I mentioned before ICP. It's the full name is Internet Computer. So when he first started talking about it, I was doing some work. I'm listening. He had a little bit of my ear attention, and he said that he started mentioning some of the digital contracts that he had going on currently at that moment, and what it had in the pipeline over the next year. Caught my attention a little bit. He went on to say it had piqued the interest of Jay-Z and Beyonce. I cannot recall what he said, but whatever he said at the time, it caught my attention. They doing pretty well financially. So then he went on to say that before crypto winter, before the market started crashing, he said that its all-time high was $700 and something. Okay, the something dollars wasn't that important to me. When he said 700, he caught my attention. I said, well, I can't afford too much of that. And he went on to say, and currently it was below $5. Okay, so I had to temporarily stop what I was doing, pick up a pen, jot down ICP, look it up. So shortly thereafter, when I finished my work and I pulled it up, put up ICP, I found out it was ranked the 19th crypto. In my personal studies, I learned when you're messing with crypto within the top 200, you're usually kind of safe. Of course, that's just one barometer, one guide stick. You still need to do a little bit more research to see what it's tied to, what it has going on, and what have you. So anyway, it was under $5. It was like $3.79 or whatever. So I said, okay. Started buying one a day, and this was like over a year ago. So I have a decent amount today, and right now it's nowhere near 700, but it's over $10. And my average cost is, I think the last time I checked was like $290-ish, $290 something, and right now it's over 10, and I've been accumulating it for over a year. But my intent is to hold on to it till it gets up into the hundreds. And then you're talking about life-changing money. When you can accumulate something as low as $3.79, and it has the potential to make you over $700 a share. That's just an example of life-changing money. There's plenty of ways to make money in the stock market and crypto, but you can never make it until you get in the game, until you get in the game, until you start doing a little research, until you start watching how the markets move, you start seeing the trends. There's plenty of money to be made in the stock market. It's no respecter of color, no respecter of ethnicity. If you get in it, if you apply the principle and you work it consistently, sooner or later you will start seeing your gains. And then you just have to make decisions from there. But I'm just going on and on and on. I had a little script to follow, have not been following it, so we're going to cut it at that. And just before I close out, I'm going to copy off a friend of mine. He on Sundays, he always give an inspiration. So I want to give a little inspiration. Hopefully it can encourage someone. So we say inspiration, that then you going into spirituality, religion, what have you. So my inspiration that had my mind is when you're in a relationship with God, the good book says he will bless whatever it is you put your hands unto. So I say, want to inspire everyone to get busy putting your hands to good things and give God a chance to breathe on it, to blow on it, to bless it supernaturally and cause it to come back and increase. Because the good book also says, you give to him, he'll give back to you, pressed down, shaken together, back in good measures, running over. To me, that sounds like what? That sounds like life-changing finances. But anyway, we going to cut it with that. Hope you all had a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your time with your family and what have you. And we're going to close with that. So how do we close here on my channel? We close in this way. Be blessed continually, my friend.